Hey everybody, welcome back. Let's keep working in WeVideo. So we just added our title and we added a video that would go underneath of that. So next, maybe let's say that we want to add an image. So I've got an image here that I've uploaded as well. I can drag it and I can drop it on the video 1 or the video 2 line. Really, I would use the video 2 line for anything that's being overlaid on top. Now, notice here that this doesn't look great because it's in portrait. You always want to make sure that when you're filming or taking photos for a video project that you're doing it in landscape because that's how our monitor looks. So you can kind of see how, unfortunately, that doesn't look too great. But let's just say we want to use it. Right now, it's lasting about 2 to 3 seconds. If I want it to last longer, again, I can click on that clip, drag it forward a little bit to make it last longer. I can hover over these 3 little lines to again see the editing and different effect options. I can click on the pencil to do the animation. So let's say this time I actually do want it to zoom in so that you can see me on the roller coaster. So, and then maybe let's say I want it to fade in and fade out again. I'll hit done editing. And so now we can play this. And then we see how it's zooming in there on me in the roller coaster there. All right, so now let's say that we want to add some video here. So again, we can click on the video, we can drag it down to the video 1 line. And then again, you'll see that this one is in portrait and we really want these videos to be in landscape. So I specifically brought these on so you could really see this. And there is music to it, which is really nice. Now, let's say you tried to drag this video 1 line down to the audio line. You're going to get a no, you cannot do that. In Movie Maker, we can actually separate out the video from the audio. In WeVideo, I don't think that we can. I have not found a way in which I can do that. I've looked over here to see if there's any additional options, but unfortunately there is not. So you wouldn't be able to do that. But again, I could decide how much I want to keep of it. I could click on the scissors to split it, delete the other clip. And so now I've got a portion of that in there. All right. Now, let's see what else you might want to be able to do. So if you look up here at the top, you'll see there's some nice graphics. So if you didn't want to do the Disney video, let's go ahead and let's maybe move all of this down. I can select all of it with my highlighter. I'm trying not to select that title there. Okay, and let's say we want to put one of these backgrounds here. So we just click on it, we drag it down to that video 1 line. Again, we click on it and we use the trim to pull it out. We could make the title last that long now as well. Now when we hit play, we have this little graphic with the title on top. So you can go through those folders and just kind of see if there's anything you're interested in, like these cool little things, that you can put in there. That will just make your video look a little bit more interesting. Again, those are overlays. So if you were going to use that, like, okay, let's say we were going to use this, this little cloud here on top of the Walt Disney. Now, when we hit play, we can see that Walt Disney behind it. And you can see it's happening over and over again. So if you don't want that, you would want to essentially zoom in down here at the bottom right. I can zoom in, figure out where 1 ends. So looks like there, and then click on that and trim that back to that spot. So now you're only getting 1 of those. Oh, I actually still have 2. So I got to trim back a little bit more. All right, let's try that. All right, and it looks like I need to get 1 more little piece of something that was just getting left behind there. All right, so those are little overlays. I'm going to zoom back out. Next, we have transitions. So this is just transitioning from one thing to the next. So if I wanted to use the cross dissolve, let's say from the image to the video, I would just click on it, drag it in between. You can see it dropped it there. I hit play, and we can see the cross dissolve from the picture to the video. Again, if you want to edit that, you might have to zoom in so that you can see it a little bit better. And when you click on it, you can either change the transition, change the duration, or change how many clips you want it on. So you've got all those settings there. All right, next is music. So if you wanted music kind of playing softly behind all of this, you could, let's just say, grab one of those. You can click on it, obviously, to play it so that you can hear it. And then you would drag it down to the audio 1 line. So now when we hit play, we've got that music behind our video. Now you can increase that volume by using this little slider over here on the left. So it's a little bit louder now. You can click on that audio and go to the little kind of Q-tip looking icon to do a fade in and a fade out, as well as increasing the volume. You can even drag these around so it takes longer to fade in and longer to fade out. Okay, we can click, let's see. Let's go ahead and hit play. So you can see now we're not really hearing it as well, and it's just getting louder and louder as we play. All right, and when we get to parts like this with other audio, we would really want to lower that volume. So we would click on the clip, we would split it in both of those places. Okay. You got to make sure the clip is selected. If it's not, the scissor won't work. There we go. And now I can adjust this one audio line. So again, you know, I can click here and I can do like a fade in or a fade out. I really don't want that. I'm going to close that gap or really just undo. There we go. Click on that little guy. Take the volume, lower it there. All right, now let's play this. So you can hear that it's not as loud now because we've split that clip and we've lowered it. And again, we could do the same thing here, you know, splitting the clip, the audio clip at the beginning and the ending of this video where we have audio that we still want heard. And then clicking on the clip, going to the little Q-tip and lowering that volume so we don't hear it as much and we can hear more of the audio from the video. You could also remove it as well if it doesn't make sense. Click on it, delete it, now it's no longer there. If you were going to do that though, you definitely want to make sure that you're fading in and fading out. All right, that was the bell for classes here. So I'm going to go and I will see you in the next video where we will finalize our video by putting in credits and publishing it. So I'll see you next time.